Good afternoon, everyone. Our last session. Okay, I'm Helen Huang. I'm the Principal Commercial Counsel at the U.S. Consulate General here in Osaka, Kobe, and I'm delighted to moderate this session. It's this has been my third year with the Summit and with the Women in Business Committee, so again, a great pleasure to be with you today. And it's my greatest pleasure to introduce two facilitators that we have for this session. This is Workshop C, Getting What You Need in the Workplace. Is that everyone? You're here for that session? Okay. So the first facilitator is Ginger Griggs, and actually they're going to be tag teaming. Ginger Griggs is the president of her company called ASC Leader, and that stands for Awareness, Skill, and Courage.
You want to actually translate?
Oh.
I woke Akemi-san up.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, never mind.
Okay. And do you want to translate that? Or maybe starting from here. And she's been 5 years with her company, and before that, many years of experience, 20 years of experience, including working at Coca-Cola. And we also have Akemi Nakagawa, who is a senior consultant with Lumina Learning, and her specialty and expertise is in the talent management area, and she also has 20 plus years in the business world, most recently at MetLife. So with that, let's welcome Ginger and Akemi-san.
Thank you very much. Lovely to be here, everybody.
皆さん、今日お目にかかれて、嬉しく思ってます。
Do you want to call your attention to the slide up here? Did everybody get the email that asked you to download the app and to do a quick speed read of yourself? It's only like a 2-minute process. How many people were able to do that? Raise your hand. How many people did not do that? One. Okay. All right. You have a few minutes. You can do it now.
はい、事前にルミナスプラッシュをダウンロードしてくださるように E メールをお送りしてあったと思いますが、まだでこのお部屋に来てからおやりになった方もいらっしゃると思います。まだという方は、ほんの数分所要時間非常に短いですから、アップストアからですね、ルミナスプラッシュを選んでいただいて、この要領でやっていただくと、ダウンロードができます。でその後いくつか質問に答えていただくと皆さんの、ルミナのタイプっていうのがすぐに、iPhone 上でご確認いただけるということで、なんとなく私どもの話を聞きながらおやりください。
Okay, all right. Pages 14 and 15 if you need instructions on how to do that.
そうですね。はい、ワークブックのお手元の赤い表紙のワークブックの14ページと15ページにインストラクションがありますので、そちらちょこちょこ見ながらお勧めください。
Do we have an extra workbook? Yes, I just want to show it. I do want to bring the workbook to your attention. If you don't have one, Akemi-san will give you one.
はい、どうぞ。
And later we'll be asking you to work in pairs, so it's really good if we actually seat people in even numbers at the table. If we can fill in evenly, that will be helpful. Oh, latecomers. Not all of them were in the ladies' room, I can tell. That was a lot of people in the ladies' room. This workbook is actually kind of a treasure when it comes to this content. A lot, in fact, a huge portion of your information that's on the slides is in the workbook, and we'll actually be also having you do a little work writing down a few things in here. So you can follow along, and the slides will indicate what page that content is on. So be prepared to follow with the workbook.
はい、ワークブック皆さんのお手元に赤い表紙のワークブックはこれからプレゼンテーションセッションを進めていくにつれてですね、正面のパワーポイントでお見せするスライドにワークブックナンバーページというのを表示させていただいてます。ですのでワークブックの何ページっていう情報はそちらの方でもご覧いただけますので、こんな形で進めていきたいと思いますのでよろしくお願いします。皆さんワークブックありますね。大丈夫ですね。ない。
Okay, ない。Okay, he gets mine.
Copy.
Okay, I have a black and white version now.
大丈夫です。
It's the same workbook. Mine's just not in color.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Let's get started.
We are ready to roll. Okay, you are in getting what you need in the workplace. The two facilitators have already been introduced. It's the two of us, so I'll just move on. And telling them, what are we trying to do in this session today? You have learned, you have listened today so far to a lot of people with really, really good ideas. Right? Now it's your time to actually learn something and put it into use, to become a little bit more proactive.
今日のイベントではもうこれまでにたくさんのいろんないいお話を皆さん聞かれてきました、そのパネリストの方も今回セッションに入っていただいてますけども、で今日のこれからのセッションは皆さんが実際にアクションを取る時間、短いですけれども皆さんがアクションを取る時間なんですね。
So our objective is actually very simple. It is to learn and practice a three-step method for doing two things: clarifying your needs and maintaining and furthering a positive workplace relationship.
今日のセッションの目的は非常にシンプルでこの2つです。1つは自分のニーズを明確にする、理解するということと、3ステップの手法を通してそれを実際に、練習します。で、究極的には職場における人間関係を良好なものに保っていくと、いうこと、この2つだけです。
Okay. And I just want to mention that as Akemi-san and I work together, we won't translate every slide, because if I'm saying what's there in English and she's saying what's there in Japanese, we're not giving you a lot of extra information. So unless I add lib, we'll stick to this script and keep going without translating each time. Would you like to?
はい。すべてのスライドほとんど英語と日本語で表示されてますので、明らかに見て読んでお分かりいただけるときには私の方でわざわざ日本語をお話ししません。ただし質問がある場合はぜひ教えてください。はい。
And I realize that's a little bit of an unconscious bias because some people are more comfortable in English, like me. But I hope you will forgive us for that because it will allow us to give you time to practice.
時間的な制約もありますけども、英語に精通しているというかコンフォータブルな方もいらっしゃるという私たち自身のちょっと小さい勝手な部分はあるんですがお許しいただいてお付き合いいただければと思います。
Okay, and if you have a question in Japanese or in English, or if you didn't understand something, please do go ahead and raise your hand.
はい、もちろん質問はすぐに教えてくださいね。
Okay, all right. The method that we're going to be using today to accomplish this objective is called illuminated collaborative communication. And we could break that down into the parts. Okay, collaborative is two or more parties cooperating, working together, and teaming up on something. Illuminated is not so common, especially in non-English, right? Illuminated is shedding a light on something, putting a light on it so that you can better see it. And illuminated with Lumina in the middle is a specific, that's the trademark, that's the name of the assessment tool that we'll be using. Using Lumina assessment tools to help give deeper and more objective insights. Okay? That's the backbone, the underneath of our method. Just to give you a quick tip on who Lumina Learning is, or what Lumina Learning is, it's a company that's headquartered in the UK, the United Kingdom. They create psychometric tools like personality assessments, which we're using today, and they provide team building and leadership development training to companies. Both Akemi and San and I are certified practitioners in these tools. Our three-step method is actually, it looks deceptively simple.
はい、この3ステップのメソッドって実際非常にシンプルなんですね。
Before you ask something, you want to plan the outcomes, the desired outcomes. That's easy enough, right? Secondly, you want to plan the message delivery. What will be the best way to communicate your request? And third, to practice and then actually carry out this conversation. Good? Akemi-san will gonna signal me if we need to translate something. And you can all signal me as well. I don't want you to be bored if you aren't comfortable in English. Are you ready to start? In your workbooks, okay, open to page 5 if you're not open yet. And we'll be working with this little scenario that you're going to create now, right? So I want you to think of something very simple and practical that you want at work, but you do not yet have. And on the next slide, maybe I'll give you some examples now rather than come back to it. Here are some examples of the types of things we're talking about, okay? Something simple and practical. Maybe time off for a personal task or a commitment, like going to the dentist. Right? Or maybe something to make your workstation more efficient. For example, you might want to be able to have another different software on your computer. Right? Then third, change the regular timing or format of communication from a colleague. For example, you might have a department that delivers information to your department a little bit later than is convenient for your department, and you might have to ask them if they can change something to get the information to you earlier.
はい、今ワークブックの5ページをもうすでにご覧になっている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんけれども、例えば小さい比較的小さい、シンプルなことで、皆さんがちょっと実現したいなと思っていることの今例をいくつか挙げたんですけれども、例えばワークステーションをちょっとアップグレードしてみるとか、それから他のデパートメントとの、交渉タイミングに関して、ちょっと相談してみるとか、そういった類のことで非常に壮大な大きな変化というよりは日常の業務の中で、ちょっとまだ考えてるけどやってみてないことですね。
We're not there yet. You're not. You're getting ahead of the English,
Okay,
right?
sorry.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
You might also, continuing on these examples, ask for a deadline extension for a non-critical piece of work. Maybe your plate is really, really full and you think, maybe I could turn this in next week. A team lunch once a month, or language lessons, or some kind of software lessons, things from your everyday experience. And I'll get to the next part.
はい、そうですね。続けますと、実際に大きいことじゃない、日常生活の中で、必要としている、実現したいと思っていることですね。
These types of things that we want you to think about represent about 95 or 98% of the requests that we normally make at work. We're not thinking of something big like a negotiation for a promotion or a salary increase. This type of request is something that's more regular, that being successful in this will prepare you for later asking those really big things where you need some negotiation skills.
大体日常の業務の中で 90% ぐらいっていうのは我々大体頼み事とか依頼をしていると言われています。でこの 90%、95% の依頼をしていることの中でもうすでにやっていることなんだけども、それをもうちょっとスムーズに円滑に、より、よくやっていこうということで、もし壮大なことをもしこの、今回のテーマに備えるとすると、もうこういう1時間の、プリパレーションでは全然間に合わないわけですね。そこにはもっと、緻密な、交渉スキルですとかそういったものが必要になってくるの。それはまた別の機会に考えるということで、今日はこんなことを、ちょっとやってみたいとお題として挙げています。
Okay, so back to where we were on page 5 of your workbook. Think of something simple and practical that you'd like to have, and who is the key person that you need to ask for that?
そうですね。
はい、
ワークブックに今ページ5と書いてますけれども、実際に、まず皆さんにはその小さいことですね、小さいけれども実現しそうなこと、アスクを一つ考えていただき、次にそれを実現するために、 あるいは欲しいものをですね手に入れるために必要な話すべき相手は誰かということ、それから、実際に、この2点ですね、これをワークブックの4ページに記入してみてください。
Okay, let's make sure our translations are short because we're going to run out of time. Okay.
ワークブックの4ページですね。
That's good. I like that one. Okay, I'm going to take, and Kim-san's going to take a quick look, and we're going to see, have you got a name down there? Have you got something that you want, and have you got a name that you're going to ask?
2つです。
Okay, one last moment. It should be a pretty easy thing. We all need some small thing. We just need to have the courage to go ask for it. Okay. Now that we have that in mind, we're going to go to the first step of the process, of this method, plan desired outcomes.
今皆さんに2つ考えてもらったことを頭に入れながら、次のステップ踏んでいきたいと思います。
There are 3 questions on page 7 of the workbook to consider here. First question, what do I want to get out of this conversation for myself? Now, you've just written down something you want, right? But do you want to get that thing out of the conversation? Or do you want an agreement from somebody that they'll go get it for you? Do you want authorization for you to go get it? Do you want to start a process where vendors are checked with? What do you actually want out of the conversation?
皆さんワークブックのページ6ページになりますね。この3点を考えていただきたいんですね。まず、今どういう結果を、期待したいかということを考えていただいたんですが、実際にはこの会話を通して自分は何を得たいのか、相手に何を得てほしいのか、そして相手とどういう関係を築きたいのか、この3つをちょっとページに書いてみたいと思います。ワークブックでページ6です。
6? なんだ 6?
Yes.
ごめんなさい。It says 7 up here. 6.
We'll make a correction as we go. If there is.
Okay. Second question is, what do I want the other person to get out of the conversation? That's a little bit harder, isn't it, if I'm asking for something? Do I want them, for example, to think that what I am asking for is logical, makes sense, good idea?
相手に何を得てほしいかということも実際に意味のあることなのか、道理の通ったことなのかということを考えながら考えてみてください。
Do I want them to be convinced that this is really going to help the department?
So I'm not so clear about second question.
That's what I would just say, yeah. What do we want the other person to get out of it?
相手ですね。
Out from the conversation.
To take away from this conversation, right?
From the conversation, making a request.
Yes. When I go make this request, and we have this conversation, and the other person turns, or at the end of it, what does that other person get out of it? What does that other person, do they feel that there's a good decision that's been made? Do they feel that my request will make me more effective or efficient? What do I want them to feel or think based on this conversation?
Is there something like an impression I want to make to the person I'm talking to?
The impression? yes, the impression that I want to make and I want my request to make on that other person. What I have found as an experienced businesswoman is that many people ask for something because they want it. They haven't even thought about from the other person's perspective, why should I give it to you? What's in it for me?
私の経験ではたくさんの人が、まずは自分が欲しいものを言うと、これは大体ノーマルなんだけれども、なぜそれが必要なのか、それからその自分が欲しいためだけじゃない、それ以外のやっぱりラショナル、これやっぱり話すことが聞くことが非常に少ないですね。なのでなんで私があなたの話を聞かなきゃいけないのかという相手にとっての原因っていうのも考えて、結果につなげたいわけですね。なので今のこの2点目です。自分が欲しいものは、皆さん多分大体把握できると思いますけど、2点目、相手にどういう原因があるのか。
And the third important question is, what do I want for our relationship? I want something today, but longer term, what kind of a relationship do I want with this person? Do I want to improve our relationship or maintain a good relationship? Do I want to have a better sense of teamwork with this person? Do I want them to have mutual respect? What do I want for our long-term relationship?
ですね、この相手に、話をするときに、今日欲しいものを手に入れる以外に中長期的にどういう関係を築きたいのか、どういう例えば信頼関係をもっと良くしたいのか、どういうチームワークを、チームとしての関係を築きたいのか、どんな関係を期待しているのか望んでいるのか、もうちょっと明文化してみたい。
Understanding these three questions will your attitude, your understanding will come through in the conversation.
実際この3点を明確に押さえておくと、実際あなたたち皆さんが相手と話をする時にも実は姿勢とか態度にも現れるんですね。
Okay, about 30 more seconds on this.
まだ書き終えてない方、あと30秒弱お時間あります。
Okay?
よろしいですか？大丈夫ですか？記入できました？大丈夫。
Okay. Now that we know what we want, the outcomes, now we're going to turn to step 2, the delivery. You have in front of you on your phone or your iPad, hopefully, or your tablet, you have your mandala. Okay.
皆さん iPhone か iPad か何かちょっとメディアはいろいろあるかもしれませんけど、皆さんご自身のマンダラというこういう絵をスプラッシュをダウンロードしてもう持ってらっしゃると思いますが、何それっていう方ちょっと今お付き合いくださいね。
We call this a mandala or a splash because it looks kind of like somebody threw colored paint at it. Mandala or splash. Notice, Akemi-san and I look quite different. That means that we have different strengths, different qualities that we tend to use a lot, and a different communication style.
ジンジャーさんと私見るからに全然違うんですけれども、この違いっていうのは要はジンジャーと私が持っている強みとか、それから、傾向っていうのは違うっていうことを表してますよね。そんなわけで、このスプラッシュ、実際違うということはそのコミュニケーションスタイルも違うし考え方も違うし使っている強みも違うということを表しています。
Understanding our own style and the other person's style is very helpful to our communication with each other.
自分のスタイルと相手のスタイルを両方分かっているということは、コミュニケーション上非常に役に立つことになりますね。
So the question is, what's your personality? What's your style?
さて皆さんのパーソナリティはスプラッシュ上どういうふうに出てきてますでしょうか。
Particularly in communication, when two people at work have big difficulty with each other, often it relates not so much to the real ultimate goals, but the way that they think and the way that they speak.
通常やっぱりコミュニケーションで支障が起きる場合っていうのはそのロジックとか、考えてるその到達したい目標が違うとかそういうことよりもやはり表現の仕方とかコミュニケーションの相手に物事を伝え方が違うケースが最も多いですね。
Okay, we keep gaining people. That's fine. You're very, very welcome. I'm not sure if we have it, and we don't have any more workbooks with us, do we?
We have one.
One? Is everybody in here? Everybody so far has that? We do have one more over here as well.
This is extra copy that.
There's one there? Well, okay,
Okay,
great.
good.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
I-
Everybody's welcome. I just don't want you to be left out. Just another check very quickly, downloading that app. Did everybody download it now? Is everybody in the room? Did you download your splash, your mandala? Yes? Yes? If you didn't, you're not going to be totally lost. That's a little visual that's helpful, and it's a nice clue about you, but you're still going to be okay as we go through the session.
皆さんダウンロードしてると思いますが、ダウンロードまだされてない方はセッションの中で、私ちょっと歩いて皆さんサポートしますので、まだの方だけちょっと挙手いただいていいですか。ダウンロードしてませんという方。わかりました。じゃあ
If you have done it, assuming that 99% of you have done that, and then you've done the speed reading, right? We're going to go into the meaning of that speed reading now.
じゃあ、そのダウンロードした方に、は今ご覧になれると思いますけど、スピードリーディングというものについてこれからちょっとお話をします。まだダウンロードできてない方ちょっとお付き合いくださいね。これからちょっと時間を見つけて私の方で回っていきますので。
As we go through the meaning, you can still choose which style you think you are, so don't worry. But speed reading allows you to do a quick assessment of your personality to create this mandala. And anyone who doesn't have a portrait, meaning who didn't take the assessment, can do this. You can download it for free and do it for fun. And if you'd like, you can have, if you enjoyed it, you could have friends or colleagues, you can have your kids, you can have other people that you deal with also download it, and you can see where you're similar and where you're different. Okay? Okay. So, just with a show of hands, just so that we know, I'll adjust if you didn't. How many people have that splash? You have your mandala on your phone or your iPad, whatever. Yes, yes. Some people are still doing it. That's okay. Go ahead and finish. Excellent. I see most of you do or are in the process. Great. Okay. Good. Good. All right. If you need help, the instructions for doing the speed reading are, the phone it does it itself, but they're also in your workbook, pages 12 and 13. If there's anybody without that splash, I do have a page that will be helpful for you, or Akemi-san might be able to hand that out. Anybody who doesn't have the mandala or splash?
12 and 13 of the workbook.
Sorry? The mandala. Do they have the mandala in there? I don't think they do. Okay. I'll go on. Then right.
And some are still having, they may need a network connection, so it's not really going well.
Okay. If you need a network connection, very quickly, go to H Honors, is the LAN, and the access code. I'll give it to you for free. Are you ready? capital ACCJ, all caps, 0919. Okay, if you need to get on the LAN, ACCJ 0919.
Okay.
You might want to check your email anyway. You might want to be on the LAN.
No, because it's the first time. No. Okay. Provide your name. Provide your name. I'll stop. I have a problem. We try. Let's see. Let's start. I want you to answer the questions. It's going to finish in a few minutes.
Interesting. Yeah, you have big pointies in different directions.
Okay. いいですよ。どうぞ。
Okay. For those of you who are finished and have them, hold them up to each other at your table and show each other your mandalas just for fun to see how similar or dissimilar you are.
ダウンロードはできてるんですよ。ダウンロードできてるんだけれど、
Very quiet. You notice I'm like.
ここにしちゃった。
At your table, are you looking at each other's? You should see quite some differences there. That's interesting.
最初からやりましょうかね。なんか変なとこ行っちゃいま
Yeah,
したね。
we're very extroverted, very, very sociable, very outgoing. Big picture thinking, we like change.
来た来た。そうそうそう。で、いいえいいえ。そうそうそうそうそうですそうです。そしてここでお名前を入れて。
Okay, now I think I hear more noise out there.
なんでも名前を入れたら次は無視して。
Yes, if we liked each other and really wanted to work together, we'd be a great team. We have to know the differences. And I would have to tell you, I'm weak here. Here's what you can do to make it work better. And you can do the same for me.
そうじゃないと思ったらこっちでどんどん答えていってください。
Oh,
続けてください。
wow, you're...
始めてください。はい。はい、スタートします。はい。iPad もできますよ。ネットワークがあれば全然アップストアで、アクセスできれば。
Okay. There might be one or two of you who are still working on this. That's okay. We're going to continue so that we get to practice the conversation as we go along.
はい。
Do you mind letting them know in Japanese? I just wanted everybody to know we're going to move on.
はい。皆さんまだアップダウンロードしたりいろいろしてる最中かもしれませんけど進めていきますからちょっとダウンロードがうまくいってない方とかまだその、回答中の方はお話聞きながらそれやりながら聞いてくださいね。進みます進んでいきますいいですか OK ですか
Okay, to summarize. So summarize. If you are still working on it, go ahead and work on it. If you're done, we're moving on. Okay? All right. Okay. So, whoops, these should be hidden. Why aren't they hidden? Okay. Now, looking at your mandala or splash, we could theoretically divide it into 4 equal parts, 4 quadrants. Top right, yellow, that is inspiring. I'm there. The opposite of that one is conscientious, blue in the bottom left, right? And we're going to go through each of these and we'll tell you a little bit more about them. You may be in the top left, like Akemi-san. You're one of those empowering, people-focused people. Or the opposite of that one, if you go across, commanding, if you have a whole lot of red down there, then you are probably somebody who likes to take charge, right? And you're very goal-focused. We'll look at each of these and talk a little bit about the qualities. Knowing that can help you tell other people how you like to be communicated with, and you can look at other people and think how they like to be communicated with, and you can get really smart about, be really effective in your communication.
スプラッシュで皆さんご自分のマンダラをご覧になって大きく分けてこの4つの領域に分かれるんですね。でそれぞれジンジャーはミーク&インスパイアリングですし、黄色が強い、私はグリーンが強いっていうふうに、大きく分けて4つに分かれるんですけども、それぞれ、この後一個一個詳しく見ていきます。でその、どの色がどんなことを好むのかっていうことを知ることで、よりその相手とのコミュニケーションに役立てていくことができます。もうちょっと詳しくこの後見ていきたいと思います。Ginger?
Okay. So, starting with yellow, inspiring. These people are flexible, spontaneous, conceptual, imaginative, radical. They like change. They're very sociable and demonstrative. Can you tell this is me? How many of you are also in the yellow quadrant? Oh, okay, a handful, 3, 4, okay, all right. A little bit more about being successful with these kind of people, okay? Typically, their communication style, they're very friendly and sociable. They like to initiate conversation. They're open, they love to interact, and they easily share information about themselves. Some of their behaviors, they prefer to talk about the whole picture, the big picture. Right? They come up with new and creative ideas. They embrace change, and they override pointless rules and procedures. And they make quick gut-feel decisions. Some of you I can see are going, yup, right? And then some tips for dealing with these people, with us, right? All of you who want to deal with the yellow people. Okay, all right. Schedule enough time to chat. You want to build rapport before getting down to business, right? Don't walk in and ask for something. Walk in and say, hi, Ginger, how are you? Right? Okay. Focus first on the big picture. Watch for their level of interest when you offer details. Too many details in that. Okay. Use descriptive language, and create the vision of the benefits of your ask. This will be really great. If you give me this, I'll be so productive. Create the vision. And finally, ask for their opinion and ideas. We inspiring people, we yellow people, we like to be asked what we think. Okay? Yeah. So, yellow people, do you agree? Does this kind of describe? Yes? It describes some of you.
大きくうなずいてます。黄色はワークブックの8ページですね。黄色について今3つスライドご覧いただきましたけども、ワークブックの7ページです。
Yeah, and we won't translate all of this because it's all bilingually in your workbook.
7ページにまとめてあります。
Right? Okay. So we've got the yellows covered, and you know if you have to ask us for something, some good strategies. Okay, now, the opposite of the yellow ones, the inspiring ones, are the blue, conscientious ones. How many of you out there are blue? We have more blues in the room than we do yellow.
何人ぐらいいらっしゃいますか?
I bet you blue people get a little irritated sometimes with us yellow people. We never stop talking. Is that true? Does it seem like that?
青の方たち時々黄色の人にイライラしたりしません? そんなことないですか?
Okay, the blue people tend to be very structured and reliable and practical, evidence-based, cautious, observing, and measured. They hold back their emotions a little bit. Some of their communication style, they're quieter, more reserved. They take time to engage. They don't do, I don't know if you noticed Ms. Jorgensen when she came in, she and I both went, oh, hi, how are you? Blue people would not do that, right? That's yellow people. I haven't seen you for so long. Okay, these are more quiet people, right? They observed and they're cautious in their conversation. They're a little bit resistant to change. What's been working is good. Why do we change it, right? They rely on observable facts, and they're attentive to details. They're organized, and they plan ahead. And they need a little bit of time to reflect on new ideas. Blue people, does that sound familiar? Some tips for people to be successful asking you for something. Okay. We're talking, the rest of us, when you're talking to one of these reliable people, right, for conscientious people, present your ask in a calm, structured, and practical manner. Tell them quietly what you need and what it will cost and who's going to do it and how it's going to impact the business. Be very practical, and calm, right? Provide plenty of information on how your ask will work and how it will impact others. And don't push too quickly. Give the other person time to ask questions and to think it over. So you might plan, if you're a person that you're going to ask this for, you might plan 2 conversations, actually. One to kind of introduce the idea to them and say, I'll give you a little time to think about it. If you need it, we can get together and talk again. Right? Okay, all right. So does that sound, if you're a blue person, would these tips work well with you? Yes? No? That's right. The blue people are all quiet. Okay, got it. Right? You got me, yes. Okay, the green people, the top left, the empowering people, the people who like to do things for others and understand others. How many of the people do we have in the green quadrant? 1. Okay, we have quite a few of you. Great. All right. So now let's see if this describes you. Green people, you are very flexible, you're accommodating, you're collaborative, you're empathetic, you have lots of heart, right? You're adaptable, you're intimate, meaning you like one-on-one conversations, and you're measured. You control your feelings a little bit. You don't come running, screaming into a room, right? Okay. And typical communication style for you all? You're calm and informal. You prefer that other people initiate the conversation. You're modest and you listen before giving your own opinion. Some of your other behaviors that you relate really well on how other people feel about things. You strive for harmony. And you're concerned with fairness and how people will be affected by things. Sound familiar? And tips for the rest of us in asking you for something or approaching you, right? Be warm and friendly without being overly demonstrative. I might say, for example, to Akemi-san, "Hi, Akemi-san, how are you today? Have you got a few minutes for me?" As opposed to, "Hi, Akemi-san, I've got a really great idea. I want to," right? Little more calm.
I could do with that.
Okay, present your ask as it relates to people. In what positive ways will you be affected? Remember, they care about those things. And how will other people be affected? Ask for their input and let them know how much you appreciate their support. Have lots of heart in dealing with these people. And where there's a difference of opinion or they express some concerns, address these with care in a positive way. If you're one of the red people out there, you might say, well, we don't have a whole lot of time, so we really have to decide this. Boom. No, not with green. Be gentle, right? Say, oh, I understand. Yeah, okay. And then come back. Be very, very gentle. Okay. All right, green people, was that you? Do you relate? Yes? Yes? You're all kind of quiet like the blue ones. Now the last one, the reds. Do we have anybody in the red category? Yes, we have a few. I have a big piece of red in me too. We red people can be a little dangerous to others, I think, right? Okay. We're demonstrative. We'll get our emotions right out there. We like to take charge. We're tough, meaning we can take it. We don't mind if we're going to argue. Arguing's good. We're competitive and logical and purposeful. We've got a plan, we've got some goals, and we're structured. Does that ring a bell? For the reds out there, does that feel familiar? Okay, our communication. We're direct and confident. No, that's not a good idea. That will never work. We approach with assurance. We take charge of the conversation, and we tend not to listen so much, and we may even interrupt people. All right, we gotta be careful. We gotta watch ourselves. Our behaviors, we're outcome and goal focused, and we're competitive. We rely heavily on logic, not necessarily on facts, but on logic. If A is this, B is that, C is that, here's the result. Boom. We're really good at building a strong case, logic. And we desire a quick conclusion that leads to action. Don't waste time. Okay? So, red people, some tips in dealing with us, right? We would like people to get to the point quickly. If you say, how are you? I might say, well, I'm actually quite busy. Be structured and very logical. Present the case factually, but be careful not to get bogged down in details. I'm already tapping my foot and waiting for you to finish. Okay, not too many details. Remain courteous, but be prepared to be direct and assertive. Okay? And if possible, use the other person's competitive nature positively. For example, thinking, how will this ask be good for them, or for the department, or for the company? They like to be the best. Okay? They're competitive. So think of those things when you're asking a red personality for something. Red people, would that work for you? Yes? Would you feel comfortable? That, yes? Okay. All right. The red people are quiet too. So, you're thinking about yourself. Now let's go back to the case on page, I believe it was 4. You wrote down what you wanted and who you wanted it from. What about the person that you're going to be having the conversation with? What quadrant would you put them in? What style might they prefer?
皆さんが先ほど話をすべき方はどんな人でしょうねっていうのを書いたと思うんですけど、その相手はこの4つのタイプのどこにいるんでしょうか。ちょっと想像してみてください。皆さんにとってキーとなる人はどの赤なのか黄色なのか緑なのか青なのか、ちょっと予測しましょう。
Have you got that? You might want to write that next to them. Are they the color and the style?
そしてその方の色をとりあえずちょっとどっかにメモしておきましょうか。
Now, some of your splashes, I noticed as I walked around the room, they were kind of out in different directions, kind of big around. That was because you did this very quickly with very few questions. In that, I would say in that case, you could simply choose the one that you feel most connected to.
スプラッシュ皆さん何人かの方にも質問していただいてますけど、いっぱい外にこう広がってる赤も青も強いのよっていう方の場合は、当然質問に短時間で回答したということもありますけれども、まず皆さんが、一番フィット感を持っているもの、それを自分の色としてください。これは違うなっていうものよりもより自分だなと思うものを、このスプラッシュにおいては自分の色というふうに見なしてください。コンフォタブルなものですね。Okay, Ginger.
Okay, now, just to put us back on where we are in our framework. We planned our outcomes. We now have a good feeling for the style we want to use, the communication style we want to use with the other person. And now it's time for us to actually carry out the conversation.
私たちこの3ステップメソッドの今3点目に来ました。理想の結果、相手のタイプ、どういう話をしたいか、全部こうお膳立てしてきましたね。で最後は練習します。実際に頭にあるものをアクションに移してみましょう。
Okay, all right. So when you are carrying out this conversation, a few pointers to keep in mind. First, share your needs and seek to understand the needs of the other person. Share your opinions with no judgment. If you remember how different these different colors see the world, right? Nobody's right or wrong. You're different. Be aware of the other person's preferred communication style and behavior, and honestly seek for a win-win solution. Okay? Right. We have, well, let me see. Is everybody okay up to here?
いいですか？皆さんここまで大丈夫ですか？
Yes?
はい。
With the other party, we have to just rely on our observations, right?
Yes.
So we have to know how the other person would be or might be.
That's a very good point. You're guessing, right?
Just a guessing, right?
If this is a person that you interact with very often, then your guess is probably pretty good. If they are extremely logical, for example, and they're always in a hurry, they're probably what color? They're very logical, they're always in a hurry, they're wanting to finish the goal, they've got deadlines, they're structured, they're red, they're probably red.
ご質問は実際相手の色が分からない場合は自分のオブザベーションだけで決めるんですかっていう質問でした。で当然、同じようにルミナスプラッシュをやってもらうこともできるかもしれないし、そういうケースは少ないかもしれない。なので皆さんが日常的に話をしている相手だと多分ゲスができる、推測ができるんじゃないかと。でそれが先ほどちょっと見てもらった4つの色のキャラクターですよね。そこをベースにスピードリーディングをしてもらいたい。
Right. And as you carry out this conversation, look to see their reactions. Right? Whatever they respond to positively in the direction you want, you're on the right track. If they don't seem to be responding, try a different approach.
話を進めていく中で相手のリアクションを反応を見ながら、自分の会話がオントラック予定通りなのか計画した通りなのか、もし違うなとどうも話が進んでないなと思ったら自分のアプローチを変えるということもできます。だからこの時点では予測してください。相手皆さんが話すべき人はここら辺だろうと。
Okay? All right. Now we have an exercise for you to put this all together, and you'll need a partner. Hopefully we're an even number of people. Okay? Choose a partner right now.
はい、ペアが必要。ペアアップしてください。もう誰とでもいいんですけど、誰とでもいいっていうか。
I see a couple of tables that have on
2
even
人1組になっていただく
numbers.
ので、これももう直感的に決めてください。今決め
Quickly
てくだ
grab
さ
a
い。
partner.
奇
Okay.
数でしたらば、各テーブルもし奇数でした
We
ら
have 7 there, 2, 4, 6, and 7 here. So there's an option. Somebody's going to crisscross these two tables. Right? Who doesn't have a partner over here?
ペアアップします。こうしましょう。
You don't have a partner. And you don't have a partner? Hey, you
じゃあ
guys.
2人で
Okay, you can go
こ
to
ちらにいらっ
either
しゃいます。
table.
こっちもっとスペースがあるから。はい。
Okay. Everybody have a partner? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. Okay.
どうぞ。
Okay.
よろしいですか？
Now, very quickly, if you need to do a junken, decide who's partner A and who's partner B.
は
Very
い、
quickly.
皆さん、ペアが決まりましたらば、まず2人でよろしいですか？私の話聞いてください。Hello? いいですか？ A と B の役割を決めます。なのでお二人のうちじゃんけんでも何でもいいので A さんと B さんを役割を今決めて。
Aha, gotcha. Okay. All right. All of the A's, raise your hand.
はい、A さん手挙げてください。A さん。
All of the A's, raise your hand.
A さん。
A or B, which are you? You guys aren't paying attention. A or B? Who? All of the A's, raise your hand.
はい。
We only have 2 A's at this table. All of the B's, raise your hand. In every partner, everybody, there's an A and a B, right? Everybody knows who they are? All right. Can you see my yellow coming out and my red?
Well, somebody has to stop Ginger at this stage, right? So.
Okay. All right. So you've got a partner. Decide who's A. Now, we're going to go through the instructions for A, and then you'll do it for B. Okay? Same thing. So starting with A. Okay. Partner A is briefly going to explain the request. I want a new laptop computer. Okay? You're going to say what your request is and the type of personality, the person that you want to that you're going to talk to in your conversation. Very quick, right? Don't get into a whole lot of thing about where I work in my department and okay, focus. Okay. Be red. Okay. Then partner B will play that person that you need to talk to, right? And if you say the person that I need to talk to is very yellow, then partner B, you're yellow. I don't care what you really are. For this exercise, you're yellow. You have to pretend. Okay?
よろしいですか皆さん。A さんと B さんの役割、今ちょっと大体ほとんど神社のインストラクション聞きいただいた通りなんですけども。
Please be quiet. Hey, ladies, ladies. Whoa. Would you hold on? Okay.
ロールプレイをします。で、A さんは最初に自分の、依頼、アスクを話して、そして相手にコミュニケーションどういうことをしなきゃいけないか、相手のタイプも含めて B さんに説明してください。B さんはそれに基づいて B さんを演じるんですね。A さんは本物の相手に話をする前に B さんを使って練習をするんです。でその時に A さんが思う B さんを、黄色だったら黄色だろうなっていう前提で話しますっていう、ことをやります。でこれ後で役割交換しますから皆さん同じことをやりますからご心配なく。
Okay. All right. So then you role play that little scene of what you want. Okay. And a few lines, a couple of minutes, just to get the feeling for, did you know the outcome that they want? Did the style work for you? Are you willing pretty much to cooperate? That's really the goal there, right? Okay. And so you play the role play, and then you stop, and you debrief. What worked well? What maybe didn't work so well? What could they have tried that would even be more effective with the color that you're pretending to be? Well, I'm yellow, so you didn't really chat with me. You didn't say anything. You might try starting off a little differently. Okay? Okay, so you debrief it, then you replay it with a couple of improvements, whatever you debriefed, right? So partner A's role play gets done twice. First time and then a second time where it's even better. When you have done that, then you flip and you do the same process for partner B. Okay?
So we're giving like 12 minutes.
No, we're not going to give them 12 minutes because we'll run out of time.
5? We need a
We'll
timer,
give
right?
you, say, 7 minutes.
For A
5
さん
to 7 minutes.
For A さん
Okay?
to play.
So you've got to be to the point. Duck, 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 so that you can flip. We'll tell you when it's halfway through, and then you must switch immediately to the other partner if you haven't done so yet. If you finish yours and you're happy with it, then go ahead right on to B. Okay? All right?
そうですか。
Okay, does everybody understand?
よろしいですか皆さん。いいですか ?OK ですか
5 to 7
Okay.
minutes for A, 5 to 7 minutes for B. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
You don't have to play the role play, right? 皆さん
Interesting? Were you able to try to be a little bit different?
ロールプレイどうでしたか？実際なんか普段と違うようなアプローチとかやってみました？うまくいった方、ロールプレイでなんとなくうまくいきそうっていう方いたらちょっと。
We have time for one or two comments, a little bit of feedback as we wrap up. I have a wrap slide.
皆さんせっかくねロールプレイやってくださったのでコメントください。うまくいった、うまくいかなかった。2、3名の方にボランティアいらっしゃいませんか？ぜひ。
こういうふうに感じるんだとかって思うんですけれども、自分のコミュニケーションスタイルを変えてやるって、相手に合わせてやるっていう、自分自身が変えるのはすごい難しいなっていうふうに。
Playing the role of the person that is spoken to is understandable and kind of she got that, but then to change her own communication style, accommodating to the person she's spoken to, it's a bit difficult. That was her finding.
Thank you. If I can comment on that, because it's unfamiliar, it's not our preferred normal style, it feels awkward.
普段やっぱり自分にとっては異質なものなので、それをやっぱり変えていくっていうのは当然、最初は難しい、やりにくいと思います。
But if we practice consistently and we watch for reactions to the other people, we can get quite good at it.
毎度毎度それを少しずつ練習していくと当然うまくなっていくものですから、今日初めてこういうことをやっててやっぱり居心地悪いのは当然のことです。
Some people might think, yeah, but it's not who I really am. I'm not authentic. To which I would say, what is the purpose of communication? Is it for me to communicate with myself? Or is it for me to get my message to the other person in a way that they hear it?
最終的に私はちょっと自分と違うそのコミュニケーションスタイルをわざわざ演じるのは嫌だわと思うかもしれないけど、実際コミュニケーションって何のためにやるかっていうと自分とコミュニケートするわけじゃなくて相手がいるわけだから、その相手に合わせてよりいいもの、いい形にするということが究極の目的ですよね。
And I think one of the qualities of really great leaders is that they make all the rest of us, regardless of our style, they make us all feel listened to and understood. They're really good at adapting to us.
リーダーの中にも、いろんな人たちの話を最終的に聞いて、で話した方も聞いてもらったっていう感覚を持てる、そういうリーダーいますよね。
Thank you for sharing that. One last quick comment.
あともう一方いかがでしょうか。
If there is a thought or a question. No? Then give yourselves a hand.
はい、ありがとうございます。